that I see is a lie. We get a fit, that's a drip. She in my wrist, that's a freezer. Give me assist, give me teamwork. Keep it consistent, for the distance. On it back. Yeah. On it back.
It's week 18 of the NFL, and all
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Bills.
Devin Duvernay.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. They got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Osborne decides against a run back, and this will come out to the 25.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Here's Williams looking to throw on second down. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Off the play fake, Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Williams. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Gregory Rousseau.
Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Williams loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Can we get some forensics done here? Because I need to figure out...
What, on that ball?
Yeah, on the ball, on the guys carrying the ball, what's going on. Back-to-back drives, back-to-back fumbles. That just doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're coming out here to play in the NFL.
I don't think the coaching staff thinks it makes a whole lot of sense either.
No, maybe there'll be changes, but if nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Following the fumble recovery, Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And look at this defense for the Vikings.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Allen looks to throw on second down. He finds his man complete. That's Nash. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Allen. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal. First and goal, Foster. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Back
backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On play action, Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in with Foster. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. His 8th rushing touchdown, his 12th overall. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Williams back to the air on second down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now Allen throwing on second down. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And we have an injury on the play, and it looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down. 3rd and 2. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy.
And Foster loses the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run for it. Cook. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And now they'll throw with Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Over the middle and complete to Addison.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. In trouble, and he's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Nash. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. On play action, Allen.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the gun, it's Allen. Touchdown!
Dalton Kincaid.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Williams, and the throw here caught by Addison. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
For the field goal, an 18-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Allen now on 1st down. His throw incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A 1st down carry for Foster. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Vikings 3. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Osborne decides against a run back, and this will come out to the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Williams on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
The slot man in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Vikings on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Williams now to throw on 2nd down.
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd and 7. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Foster. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch it between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
And he is going to have the Bills 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Cook up the gut, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On 2nd down, Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bills. Dalton Kincaid, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. Williams. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Now 3rd down and very long. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. That is caught. Sheds off the tackle. There he goes left side. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 89 yards. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Oh, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Osborne. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. Looking to throw. Williams. They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw again.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll look to throw again. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Back to throw. Williams to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So it's a win here for the Bills. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant today, Brandon. He had 4 touchdown passes, and it felt like whatever the defense threw at him, he had a counter. He was just playing with confidence all afternoon long.
So for the Bills, the win will be their 12th now on the campaign. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it'll be double digits in losses as they fall to 7-10 for their final mark. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved.